In the historical development in VR, in this video, I'm going to explain about the history of VR from 1960 to 1966. The history of VR, timeline of events and tech development. In 1960, Halleck also patented the telesphere mask, which was the first head-mounted display HMD. This provided stereoscopic 3D images with wide vision and stereo sound. There was no motion tracking in the headset at this point. In 1961, until headset was created by Comio and Bryan, two Philco Corporation engineers. Headsight was the first motion tracking HMD. It had built-in video screens for each eye and a head tracking system. However, this wasn't used for virtual reality. It was developed for the military to allow them to remotely look at hazardous situations. A remote camera imitated the head movements so the user could look around the setting. In 1965, Ivan Sutherland, a computer scientist, presented his vision of the ultimate display. The concept was of a virtual world viewed through an HMD head-mounted device which replicated reality so well that the user would not be able to differentiate from actual reality. This included the user being able to interact with objects finally. This concept featured computer hardware to form the virtual world and to keep it functioning in real time. His paper is seen as the fundamental blueprint of virtual reality called VR. The ultimate display would, of course, be a room within which the computer can control the existence of matter. A chair displayed in such a room would be good enough to sit in. Handcuffs in such a room would be good enough to sit in. Handcuffs displayed in such a room would be confining, and a bullet displayed in such a room would be fatal. With appropriate programming, such a display could literally be the wonderland into which Alice walked. In 1966, Thomas Furness, a military engineer, created the first flight simulator for the Air Force. This assisted in the progression of VR because the military subsequently provided a lot of funding for producing better flight simulators. In next video, I'll be explaining for the other developments in the history of VR. Thank you.